Not even a year has passed since Sony launched its flagship, the Xperia Z. They wasted no time addressing its shortcomings because despite a few key sticking points holding back its success, the Z was easily the best phone they had ever crafted. So what has the Z1 got for us? Well, a hell of a lot it would seem. Give this video a big thumbs up, let me know what you want to see the Z1 do, and follow the link in the description to support me and my friends at mobicity.com who supply my review units. Sony has never been big on sleek packaging. The Z1 is another awkwardly large box compared to other flagships. The Z1 sits on top, swimming in a pool of white cardboard. My first hold felt good. It's nice and thin at just 8.5mm, but weighted a little heavier than the average smartphone at 170 grams. But it isn't a detractor because I'm digging the metallic frame this time. It's a big step over the less than impressive plastic frame on the Xperia Z. But we shall delve a little deeper, and firstly is bundles and bundles of paperwork. An AC wall power adapter, micro USB charging cable, pretty neat, a charging dock comes standard with this set of in-ear headphones, some extra gels and clip for the headphones, and an additional docking plate. Let's take a look around the new Xperia Z1. The sides, as mentioned, metallic, two-toned and rounded into the steep vertical sides and horizontal panels. On the left at the top is the micro SD card slot next to the charging port, all covered up, with the docking port in the middle. At the base, the colour-matched speaker grills runs along most of the surface. The right-hand side retains the circular unlock button nestled closely with the volume rocker. Micro SIM slot is at the top and the dedicated shutter button at the bottom. The top of the front face holds the ambient light and proximity sensors and 2-megapixel front-facing camera to the side of the Sony branding with the notification light above the top bezel. The feel of the glass is a step in the right direction for the Z1 over the Z. And obviously, the caps covering the ports are a necessary feature to allow its dust and water resistance and submersion up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. It is still a water resistant phone. The top this time isn't capped for the headphone jack port thankfully, and the rear panel is a nice color matched glass panel offering a sleek reflection and giving excellent symmetry. Featured is the 20.7 megapixel rear-facing camera and its new G lens. With its massive Exmor RS sensor, Sony is hoping to grab the attention of those who want an ultra-high resolution camera for tough conditions. Now you could expect a somewhat compromised spec sheet in the name of waterproofing. Well, not really. Every flagship feature is covered. This includes being one of the first with the Snapdragon 800 chipset, featuring a 2.2 GHz quad-core CPU, Adreno 330 GPU, and 2 GB of RAM. It also boasts NFC, Bluetooth 4.0, Wi-Fi model 802.11ac, USB on the go, 16 gigs of internal storage and expandable with up to a 64 gig micro SD card, LTE and a 3000 mAh battery. The Z1 comes in white or black or the purple model which I got, which honestly isn't as ghastly as I expected. The screen is deep and dark, the purple is dark, but fairly vibrant in good lighting. Bezels are pretty big, so the overall size is kind of massive, considering we're only talking a 5-inch 1080p TFT display with the new tri-luminous display technology. And at first look, massively better than the Z's display. It's also sporting a slightly upgraded cut of the Android 4.2 with a software review to come. Now, as you may know, I have the LG G2 as well. Direct competition all under the one roof and it's getting feisty. So I will be comparing these two head on, spec for spec, feature for feature, to tell you which one comes up trumps on paper and in use, and why. And I'll also be doing a camera test where both will perform the same task and you guys can see the difference. Hope to see you all for the full review. Follow KABOOtech on Facebook and Twitter and get my hands-on impressions as I use each device. I'm Kurt, this is KABOOtech, catch you next time.